Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
Empires aren't born, they are built. They are built over decades of passion, discipline, and focus with an undying quest for excellence. Here at ithought, we look up to these behemoths and their journey, a journey where mediocrity was never an option. We present to you Decoding Empires, a True Blue series where we delve into the stories of industry champions and the road that led to their leadership. Videos, webinars, snippets, and much more exciting content are on the way. What better way to start off than to speak about the titan of the Indian consumer industry? Register for our webinar on the 24th of February 2024 at 12 p.m. See you there.
Should you exit your equity funds? I was telling a friend that he needs to change his asset allocation. He had hardly any exposure to debt. So I told him that if the expectation on Indian interest rates is what it is, he has to gradually increase his allocation towards debt because debt looks quite attractive in the present context. The logic was that interest rates will probably reverse direction towards the end of this calendar year and in the next year move lower. If that happens, investing in debt would be a very sensible thing to do now, and we have a window of time during which we could build this debt portfolio. This was the broad thought process. His immediate question was, shall I sell all my equity and go to debt? My thinking was that incremental investments could go to debt and investments in equity in parts of the market where valuations are frothy may be diverted on the merit of individual investments. But his question was a blanket question. He wants to take money from whatever equity he is having without looking at the individual merit of each investment. Asset allocation will work well only if even the switches are done very meticulously. There are two ways of improving your asset allocation. One is to do incremental investment in the asset class where you want to have a higher exposure. The other is to take money from the asset class where you already have a higher exposure and then put it in the asset class where you want to improve your exposure. The first one, that is to allocate fresh resources to the asset class where you want to improve your exposure, is a straight thing. It's very easy to do. It's fairly straightforward. But the other one is not so straightforward, because if you are invested in the safer parts of the market, if your equity portfolio is actually comprising of companies which if left alone for 5 years will do exceptionally well, then if you disturb that, you are disturbing compounding. Whereas if you are invested in a very frothy part of the market, let's say your portfolio is SME heavy and valuations are definitely over the moon, then you are taking money out of that part and putting it in a safer part makes sense. But I would not think that you should take out from a large cap heavy portfolio and do that mindlessly. So this process of taking money out of existing equity investments and then reallocating it to debt has to be very thoughtfully done. It can't be done in a very blanketed way. It can't be based on a omnibus decision where you just say sell it and put it here. It's not like that. Investors must see this nuance very clearly. There is a definite need to improve your asset allocation. There is a strong case for improving your debt investments, But that does not mean there is a blanket case for taking money out of all your equity investments. I think this balance an investor needs to create in his own mind. Only then he will be able to approach this issue objectively and sensibly. Change your asset allocation more through incremental flows and very selectively through taking money from one asset class and diverting it to another. That's broadly how I think you should get your asset allocation right and future ready. Thank you for watching this video.